Hi everyone, it's Connor MacDougall, and today I'm going to be talking about the top golf courses in Tri-Cities. Before I start, I should probably say that this list is going to have some inherent bias built in. I can't help that, it's just based on the courses that I play the most and the courses that I personally enjoy playing. Every course on this list is going to be an 18-hole USGA course, which means it's going to have an official handicap and slope, and you'll be able to enter it in for your GIN scores. All these courses are public access. I didn't want to list any courses that were private courses and people couldn't go and play after watching this video. The way I ranked the courses was on kind of a combination of playability, difficulty, the condition the courses are in, the price to play, and then also the amenities the course has. So practice facility, clubhouse, maybe location, that type of thing. There are other good golf courses in town. This is just the list of the top 5 that I wanted to put together and present today. Number 5 on the list is ZINTEL Creek in Kennewick. It costs $73 to play. That's a weekend round with a cart for 18 holes. It was originally opened in 1938 as the Twin City Country Club and has since gone through a couple revisions and changes and is now actually a full public course. Anyone can go play there. One of my favorite features of the course is the black sand bunkers they have, and I personally believe that they're actually the nicest and most well-kept bunkers in town. So if you're looking for somewhere where the greenside bunkers are consistent and you can expect the same amount of spin and the depth of the sand with every shot, ZINTEL is definitely the best in town at that. The course itself is a shorter course and it's got like a lot of narrow tree-lined fairways. It really is a shot maker's course where if you can't work the ball both ways, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to play some shorter shots and maybe take your medicine more. And it's definitely a fun course to play if you do want to try to hit trickier shots and kind of control the flight of the ball. It's a par 66 and plays about 4,600 yards from the whites. So that is the one knock on it, is it is a shorter course. If you're looking to go out and hit your driver on almost every hole, this isn't going to be the course for you. But if you're looking for more of a fun technical course that's kept in good shape and has like a beautiful grounds, then this would be a good course to check out. It's got 8 par 3s and par 4s, and then it's got 2 par 5s. One of them is a short dogleg right that could play as a long par 4, but it makes it a really fun par 5 to try to get an eagle or a birdie. Even with it being a par 66, good luck breaking 80 if you didn't bring your game, because there's definitely a lot of situations that you can get yourself into trouble if you can't hit a straighter ball flight on those narrow fairways. Number 4 on my list is WILLOWS in Pasco. Very reasonably priced. It costs about $64 to play on the weekend, and that's 18 holes with a cart. It's located in Pasco, just off the freeway, kind of between the Tri-Cities Airport and Columbia Basin College, if you know where that is, just near the red line there. It was originally opened in 1960, but then was redesigned in 1980 to have a different layout. It's a very open and forgiving course, so if you hit a big slice or a big hook, if you're sometimes a little bit out of control off the tee box, shall we say, there's a lot of opportunities where you might not be totally in trouble and totally in jail after your tee shot, and you can hit back to the fairway or maybe even had a shot at the green from an open area of rough or even another fairway. The course plays a pretty average length. It's about 6,300 yards from the whites, and it is a par 72 with the traditional 4 par 5s and 4 par 3s on it. And if you're really lucky, you maybe even get to see some Chinook helicopters landing at the airport right next to the golf course. Number 3 on my list is Horn Rapids in Richland. This course is about $60 to play on the weekend with cart for 18 holes, really reasonably priced. A few years back, the course got into some maintenance issues where they had issues with irrigation and lost large areas of the course. They became kind of dead and weren't being very well cared for. The new ownership group that's come in though has done a fantastic job at putting a lot of time, money, and effort into the course, and the changes we've seen over the last year have been drastic. The greens are finally back in really good shape. They've fixed a lot of those ground under repair areas that you may remember from 2 or 3 years ago, and the course is running better than it has in a really long time. It is a challenging course, I'm not gonna lie. It's the course I play at the most. The difference with it is it really embraces the Tri-Cities landscape. So rather than trying to plant grass everywhere and make it feel like you're in a green lush area, it incorporates some waste bunker. It kind of incorporates the sagebrush and the desert fescue. So it feels like you're playing golf in the desert, because as much as we have green grass on our lawns and lots of irrigation water, we truly do live in a desert, and Horn Rapids kind of embraces that. The course plays 6,300 yards from the whites and is a par 72, traditional kind of hole count. What I really like about this course too is it really makes you play smart shots and practice good course management. If you're just gonna try to pull driver on every hole and go for it with a 3-wood every time you're 250 yards out from the green, it's gonna be a long day and a high score. Number 2 on the list is Columbia Point. Columbia Point has a great central location, being just off of G-Way there in Richland. It's a place that most people in Tri-Cities can get to within 15 minutes or so, give or take where you live. It costs $69 to play on the weekend. That's with a cart for 18 holes, so very reasonably priced. It was originally opened in 1997. Similar to Sun Willows, it offers an open and forgiving layout, but it has a little bit more hilly terrain between the holes. They made an effort to kind of build it up, so there's definitely a differentiation between different fairways, and you might have to hit off of an uneven lie if you miss your fairway and end up in that rough in the middle. It is a very short course. From the blue tees, it plays about 6,000 yards, and the course is very gettable. It's got 5 par 3s and 5 par 5s. With those 5 par 5s and also quite a few short par 4s on the course, there's a lot of opportunities to make birdies, possibly drive the green on a couple of the par 4s, but it comes with a risk reward. If you miss the green, you can end up in some pretty hairy spots when you're trying to go for it on those par 4s and the shorter par 5s. Another thing that really elevated Columbia Point up this list is it has, in my opinion, the best practice facility in town. It's got a chipping and pitching green that has about a 40 or 50 yard run up to it with nice tight lie to hit off of, so you got a lot of area to practice those touchy pitch shots. It's also got a greenside bunker to hit onto that chipping green as well. It's got a decent sized putting green, so you can go and get your putting practice done and not really interfere with other people if you want. And then it's got a nice long range with a big grass area that they move around the tees a lot. And then obviously it has the mats for hitting off the winter if you still want to get your practice in. And in my opinion, the #1 public golf course in Tri-Cities, Washington is Canyon Lakes. It's $101 to play 18 holes on the weekend with a cart, which is on the pricier side, but you get what you pay for with this one. The course was originally built in the late 70s and has a lot of time to establish like really cool greenery and landscaping, and a lot of the trees that they originally planted have now grown up as they were designed to in the course, so you can no longer just cut corners everywhere unless you hit a really high tee shot in some of these situations. It's got a ton of elevation change. You kind of go up and down through the valley, so you play some uphill holes as well as some downhill holes, which makes for some really cool tee shots when you're looking at those long downhill holes. It's got tee boxes ranging from about 4,400 yards to about 7,000 yards, so lots of variation in there for all age groups and skill levels to play. It's a par 72, so it's got those 4 par 5s and 4 par 3s like a traditional course. It also features the largest green in the Pacific Northwest, which stands at about 12,000 square feet. But don't be fooled, it can be pretty tricky to hit, especially on a windy day when you don't know what club you're gonna have to hit off those tee boxes. With it being such a nice course, it is very popular, and so you do have to book quite a ways in advance, as the tee times do usually sell out, especially on the weekends. And yeah, there's a lot of people who really love playing there. One of the best parts about Canyon Lakes is the greens. They have very slippery greens, so even a short kind of 3-foot putt, you might have to give a read on and actually hit it with some break, because the greens are very, very quick and fast, and they do have a lot of break to them. So that's it. That's my list of the top public golf courses in Tri-Cities. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you agree with me. If not, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you want some more information on the golf and the housing market in Tri-Cities, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to get notified when I come out with a new video. One of the things I'm going to be doing moving forward is trying to work with some of the courses to organize course flyover and preview videos. So if you haven't played here or want to check out the course before going to play it, there'll be some drone footage where you can take a look at what the course looks like and get a feel for it before showing up. So I hope this video was helpful to everyone, and I hope to see you again next time.